Hey, here, it's a lovely day in London. Again, as the Rucks go at it. Australia win the hit out. Can't seem to find a target at the moment. Just stuck in there. We'll have another ball up right in the centre of the ground. Welcome back, Gaz.
And we'll go again. Thank you very much, mate. I've gone and got a coffee. I'm feeling a little bit better about the world. Trying to get some warmth back in these bones after the onslaught of rain we had during the women's game. There's a free kick for the UK. This will be the first meaningful bit of ball movement for the game.
Still stuck in the middle there.
That's a lovely grab from one of the blokes in red. I don't think he's been paid the mark. Just spilt through his mitts a little bit, and we're going to have another ball up.
Have not had the centre clearance yet, so it'll be interesting to see who wins that. Looks like Australia are going to get it, and they do. Find a target out in the wing here. Dishes off the handball, manages to get it off to Adam Hunter, the captain there. Dishes it back out. We're going to have a high tackle here. Free kick for Australia.
They're kicking with the breeze, Australia, as well. So that's a very high tackle. Just as I talk about the weather conditions, it might be that the scoring's a little bit lopsided. So we'll see if Australia can capitalise on that wind as they push the ball down the Siegs bar wing. The UK pressure, just like in the women's game, the UK pressure is kind of stymieing that ball movement for Australia, but they are making territory gains up to near the half-forward flank where we're going to have another ball up.
Great. UK with the hit out. Can't seem to find a player. Adam Hunter picks it up. Can't seem to get it out. We're going to have another ball up here.
Mate, you're frothing Adam Hunter today. Do you know him?
I know him from back home. Played a bit of footy with Hunty there back on the sunny coast. So it's good to catch up with him today. So,
lovely stuff.
Yeah.
And he's captaining the Australia team, you reckon?
He captains the Australia side, was player of the tournament in the combined rules there over in Ireland. So
a very high ball up there from the umpire. Restarts play. It's a scrappy old contest, but Australia come away with it. They launch an attack straight down the guts. Number 20's fallen over and allowing number 27 for the UK to take that intercept mark. That's Jared Walls, who bangs it down the middle, and the UK are making a counter-offensive here.
Excellent vision there to spot that player on the centre square, just over the top there. Excellent. Looks to find a player inside 50, number 4 there for the United Kingdom.
That's Cameron Hardacre, who takes a second, takes a little bit of the pace out of the game.
Doesn't look like he has the distance in him. His eyes are darting around like he's trying to find someone to dish it off to here, but he's not getting any support from his teammates. No one is seeming to offer a lead. Deciding to have a shot for himself. Let's see if he's got the legs.
These boys know him better than we do.
Just roosts that one, gets up.
Kicking into the wind. It
just falls a little bit short, and it's just rushed over the line there for our first score of the day to the United Kingdom.
Yeah, that footy just really hung in that breeze. You could see the trajectory of it just really held up. He probably had the distance if he was kicking with the wind like Australia are.
Yeah, as we said, that wind will definitely be a factor today.
Huge factor, mate. Hopefully the rain stays away though, and that's not a factor.
I think we got a trip there. Looks like a free kick to Australia here. Out on the wing.
I'll be honest, I missed that. And now the Masters are just jogging back into position.
Ackermanis with his first touch of the day. Jason just goes to go forward.
Triple premiership
Hunter
player
takes the mark.
Lions.
Plays on straight away. Terrible kick there by Adam Hunter.
That's your boy. Number 20's fallen over again. He's trying his best.
Just gets it out there over the top. Now, Australia with the numbers at the moment, but they've done well here, the UK. Number 25.
It's a bit of an arm wrestle here. The ball has broken free, but that man is surrounded by blue Guernseys. He's done really well to get it to a teammate, but Australia are going to rebound. There's a mark right in front of us by the man with the best haircut on the field.
Number 19, Sharpie.
And it looks like the Rye's taken its first victim.
And looks outside 5, play on.
No, he's all right, he's back up.
Sharp goes long now, doesn't seem to find anyone. Ruckman's just picked it up there, dishes it straight off to the UK as they look to break. Number 10 for the UK gets it out, finds someone on the boundary, just goes over the top of
That's
him,
coming straight
right
to
in
you,
front of us.
That's yours, Reece.
And Sharp takes a mark right in front of us, looks into the middle now, looks for Hunter, just slips over in the sloppy turf. Not used to this back home, is he? Picks up the football, Dishes it off. Doesn't seem to find anyone. Great pressure from the UK. And we've got it wrapped up again here on the wing.
The Rise are half mistress, mate. We've seen a few people kind of lose their footing on this uneven turf. 74 of the UK, you can just see running in here. I think he rolled his ankle a little bit. He's fighting through it, but hopefully we don't see any significant injuries to these very old bodies. As the UK make a break down the commentary side wing, here he is, the aforementioned 74, the soldier who's fighting gallantly through his rolled ankle.
Number 74.
Can't quite make it past
Lumen.
The centre circle.
So Lumen with the footy now.
He's been rewarded there for an excellent
Just
tackle.
slips again on that turf. We're going to see a lot of that today. I don't think that was the player he was intending for, but he manages to find someone.
The rise is a real factor, honestly. I think we're going to see some people struggling against this field.
We'll benefit 4 of the lads out there, that's for sure. 4 Giants out there playing for the UK today.
4?
Is there, I believe there's 4, isn't there? Or
is that one by my count?
Oh, is there just one? Is there?
But Brownie has such a significant impact that he is 4 times the player that he seems to be.
4 or 5 in the women's, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. That's where I'm getting confused.
Is Brownie out on the field? Brownie's resting at fullback right now, or just in the back pocket. The UK put the ball inside their forward 50. They've got numbers at the drop of it, and that mark is taken. That's lovely stuff. You'd hate to miss this from here, if I'm being honest.
That's slack by Australia there. They needed someone to get back on him. He was waiting out the back there for a long time there. No one manned him up, so as he assesses which goal he's going to put it through, because there's 3-point posters.
This is Kyle Devine in the number made famous by one Lance Buddy Franklin, and he makes no mistake. Straight through the eye diddle diddle, as BT might say, and that is the first goal of the day for the UK. 1 goal, 1-7 to Australia, nothing at all. That scoreline is reminiscent of what happened in the women's. Hopefully, this game is a little bit of a harder fought and tighter, not harder fought, that's not fair, but a little bit of a tighter contest.
You reckon that'll be his last goal today, for old Kyle there in the forward? I reckon he's got plenty in him.
He's got more in him.
Jason Ackermanis takes his stand in the centre ground. Ruck taps has been pretty even so far. That one's won by Australia there. Picked up by number 31. Dishes it off to number 6. Can't seem to find the ball. UK come away with it again. They're going to win another clearance here looking forward. That's a perfect kick as we mark it about 60 metres out from their goal. And that is very slack again by Australia. They've got the numbers here, the UK.
Australia just not prepared to run both ways in their old age, are they?
Can't seem to find the footy. Australia back with it, just needing to find a target here.
A golden opportunity goes begging there for the UK. Blue Guernseys surround the footy. But the ball spills out somehow miraculously.
That's coming back! That's a goal!
It's panned in!
That's a brilliant goal!
That might be the best goal we're going to see all day by number 39. Take a bow, that man, Adam Pitt. And they've called
he's called it a behind.
Called it a behind.
That's a goal any day of the week, I reckon.
Despite being a behind, still the best goal of the day.
1 goal, 2 to the United Kingdom here. Australia yet to score.
Here's our boy 74.
Straight to Lumen again as he looks to go in board. He's got the options here. He just decides to go long, pop it up and hope for the best. Numbers getting underneath it. They've got the crummers. Dishes it out the back. That's a goal. Another behind here. Just slides off to the right-hand side. 1 goal, 3 now for the UK. Australia need to find something here. They just seem to struggle coming out of defence. Can't seem to find any targets.
Jason Ackermanis taking the kick in.
So,
I don't think he did much of that at Brisbane, did he?
No, not too much. We expected that one to go long. Goes about 60 metres, but again, it's just marked there about 6 metres out by the UK, who will go in again now. It's all Australia in the back lines there. Are they going to look to switch? No, they're just going to go back down the line again. Short little stab pass, picked up by the UK. Can't seem to find his feet. Got no one home there, no one to dish it off to. Australia pick it up, looking for the numbers. And again, we're going to get a mark. Oh, it's just gone over the top. Socketed along the ground.
Straight past the Siegs bar there. Australia making territory. They're making it look difficult though.
Free kick here for the UK. Not sure what that one was for. Did you see that, Gaz?
Nah, not a clue, mate, not a clue. But it looks like it might have gone out on the full. It absolutely has, right in front of the Siegs bar there. It's gone out on the full. Australia to take the kick in. And that entire side of the ground is pretty populated. There's not a lot of space for movement there, not a lot of leading lanes. So the ball has hugged the boundary line and dribbled over.
No, I think that bar will be getting quite a bit of a workout today, Cass. What do you reckon?
Oh, I imagine. We've got some 4X gold back there today, which is a bit unusual from the South East London Giants. Typically, you can get some Fosters down there.
Actually, I saw that, and I saw a 4X gold can in someone's hand, and I didn't even think nothing of it.
No, well, listen, it's a pretty exciting thing for us. I think we've done it for ACCA, so we feel a little bit more at home. But I think I will make my way through a few of those after this game.
That is for sure.
Always drink responsibly. As the umpire puts the ball up in the Australian attacking 50, there's Brownie, gets his first possession of the day. Well done, that man. And the UK
have got the run here. Oh, fumble.
Out of the defence. They've got time to fumble. They've got time to fumble again. Off the deck. Here's 74. He's fighting through his rolled ankle. He's not letting it faze him. On that left boot, he goes. Is this our boy Divine?
I believe it is. Is it? It is him, yes.
I don't think we play the stand rule over here, but from what I'm seeing in the umpiring.
From what the umpiring called, just fumbles. That could be expensive, and I think it might be.
That has dribbled over for the unlikeliest of goals from the UK.
2 goals, 3-14. Australia's still yet to score.
On the Mondelez scoreboard, and we've got the coach of the South East London Giants men's team, Brett Boomer. I've forgotten your last name, Boomer. Boyle, of course. I was going to say Harvey, and then I just lost it. Boomer, come in, mate. What do you reckon about the contest so far?
Yeah, no, it's been a little bit surprised by how well GB have put it together. To be honest, they're really battling hard, and they're going in it a little bit harder, I think. Obviously, it's a little bit slippery conditions out there. The rain. Classic London weather has been putting on a show for us all week. So.
It's softened the turf, but it hasn't turned it into the mud pit that I was quite expecting to see today, actually. I think we're a little bit lucky given that, this time last week it was a swamp out there.
I say that though, Aka's still looking clean with his hands out there.
Oh, you just don't lose that sort of stuff, do you? I mean, I've never had it, so I wouldn't know. As the UK enter their forward 50, that's a lovely mark there for number 8. We both desperately look at our team sheets to try and work out who that man is. Danny Radis. Radis or Radis?
I think Radis I'm going to go with.
Let's go with Radis. Danny Radis.
Demons president.
The president of the Demons. Let's see what he's made of. Not enough.
Hits the post there. So another behind yet for the UK. Does Australia look to kick out here? Turn around. He's not watching.
Oh no! It's a comedy of errors here for the Australians.
And that has really summed up the first quarter here for the Australians.
That was a throw from the Aussie, but it goes ignored by the umpire.
Oh, he's paid the mark there as they play on.
Brownie put excellent pressure on the ball carrier.
They went home again for the Australians. The UK are really counteracting on the turnovers here, that's for sure.
No, absolutely. The UK are really showing that they're used to these conditions. They can play footy, rain, hail or shine, whereas these Aussie fair weather players are struggling to adapt a little bit.
Number 40 picks it up for the Australian. Just hears a voice out the back, goes to him, manages to pick it up, shrugs the tackle. No, he doesn't. He's dropped it. That's holding the ball in my eyes. Umpire calls play on as Raddy gets it again. Not 15 is the call. Kick goes down the line. Hunter picks it up, looking to go forward now. Spots a player out in the wing.
Boy Hunter.
Gets
Second
the football.
time that someone's received the footy and had their back to it.
He's got Hunter in the middle if he wants him. He decides to go to him. Hunter with the eyes, looks up, makes a decision. Beautiful kick there, and that's marked. About 70 metres out from Australia's goal. They need something here, the Aussies, desperately. That's a kick, and they're not going to get it with a kick like that.
Did not
it might
do the
still
Aussie
work
line
for
any
him.
favours.
That pressure might have just been enough, and it was that little 1%er there was just what threw him off of his kick. So it just goes to show you never give up on the tackle, even when you can't stick him 100%. You might manage to affect it, and now we see that how that works.
No,
Australians land with
right.
a kick, land with a mark, about 35 metres out from their own goal.
Australia to make their first dent on the scoreboard. Number 42 lines up, goes through his routine, puts it on the boot,
and that's a goal.
Straight over the goal umpire's hat if he were wearing one. And that is 1 goal, 0, 6 points to the visitors.
2 goals,
2
3.
goals, 3 to the UK.
Well, it looks like we might have a little bit of a game on our hand, and Australia's just really shown us what they can do there when they manage to get clean possession.
And we're just hearing that our score might be wrong. It's either 2 goals, 3 or it's 2 goals, 4. I don't actually know who's keeping score. Who's keeping score, lads?
This is just held up in the middle. We're going to have another ball up just outside the centre circle.
I'm hearing 2 goals, 3 is absolutely red hot, ready to go. There's a ball up in the middle. The Rucks do battle. UK win the tap, but can't come away with the clearance. Goes on an Australian boot, bangs towards their attacking 50. Number 35 slipped over in the greasy conditions, but he has been paid either high contact or in the back. Take your pick. He's about to launch it into the attacking 50 for the Aussies. They can't make the most of the entry though, and the UK create pressure around the footy to...
Another free kick here for the Aussies.
What was that for?
Didn't see what that one was for, to be honest.
What was that for?
Well, number 34 here for the Australians is lining up again. Ivan Walker takes the set shot. I reckon he's got the legs. Oh,
yeah, I think
falls well short.
You have
That's front on
him
contact.
There, Reece, haven't you?
Front on contact if I've ever seen it. Free kick to the UK as they exit their defensive 50. Finds a mark out on the wing. Bit under pressure now. Kicks under pressure. Finds Hunter. Hunter marks. This will be going back inside. You can guarantee that. Dishes it off to number 28. Ackermanis here. Just launches it forward. Does he find a target? Goes over the top. No one back there for Australia. UK are going to manage to clear.
What a privilege it is to see Acker running around the footy. As the rain starts to fall on the right in southeast London, Australia have a set shot towards the Monleys end, towards the pyrotechnists' arms end, where we will all end up at the end of the day for the aforementioned boat race. As the ball comes off the Aussie boot, he centres it, but the Aussies can't capitalise.
Comes back out, working it back to go forward now. Just a spoil there in hope. UK managed to pick it up. No, fumbles. Australia with the numbers now. Comes back out to number 2. Looks, can't seem to decide. Just kicks it in hope. UK underneath it. Just spoils it out. Ackermanis is there. That's holding the ball if I've ever seen an umpire. Decides to call play on.
Acker did not want to pick up the footy off the
ground. Out to Walker. Walker just kicks in hope and finds a player. That's a mark. No. What am I talking about?
What are you talking about, Reece? What I'm talking about is the fact that the UK are yet again coming out of their defensive 50 down the Siegs bar, and they're taking their time. They are prepared to wait for an option rather than just run and gun, and it hasn't capitalised. They've kicked to a contest. It's been halved, and the ball has dribbled limply over the boundary line for a throw-in as the rain continues to fall.
This has been good by the Australians. Definitely a better 5-minute patch from them compared to what we saw in the first half of this quarter. They're just being a little bit more cleaner with their disposals and managing to get the ball forward. They just have only impacted on the scoreboard with 1 goal, so we need to see a little bit more from them if they're going to be any chance here. No,
but you're right. They are harder around the contest. They are winning some of those loose balls that they weren't at the start of this term. So the game really is beginning to even out as they make a break. They've got players out. They're in the guts. The ball goes into the 50, and either of them could have taken that mark. One of them ended up clunking it, and we've got another set shot.
That was brilliant by Hunter there. He could have just bombed that long, but he's decided to go short.
He's lowered his eyes.
He's getting a pat on the back from his teammates, and Australia have another set shot here. Probably be kicking from about 51, I would say. Maybe
if
a little
that
bit
were
closer.
a 50-metre arc, in reality it's closer to 35.
It might be about 40, yeah.
We just had a viewer dial in. They wanted to pass on a message. Chip and Will doing a great job. Some funny comments. Well done, lads. Some fans out there.
We very much appreciate the positive comments as the Aussies kick yet another goal. Keep that feedback coming in.
So this patch, like we were just saying, this patch of play from the Australians has definitely been a lot better than how they started the game. Let us know who you are.
Let us know where you're from. Drop some comments.
So this patch for Australia has been pretty good. The UK just need to lift their game here, I believe. They're still leading on the scoreboard here as the Rucks go at it. Just that could be possibly in the back. No, umpire decides to call play on. Feeds it out the back to Akmanis. Goes
Here he
long.
is again.
Goes long. Number 13 is home. No, it is
That's
the UK
a
with the mark. That's a brilliant mark.
wonderful
Under
grab.
pressure. Like the ball's just been skied there. He's managed to get underneath it. Excellent there. Australia just asleep there. Wasn't really expecting it. That could be possibly 50 metres. No.
All good. Nice bit of link up though from the UK, and they steady the pace and wait for another option to present itself. Nothing really doing so there. Happy to work down the line. They find a spare player who again assesses his options. Is there a switch on? Yes, there is, and he takes it.
Yeah, just chipping around the footy, just trying to tire the Australians out here. It looks like it's working as we decide to go inboard now. It's 2 there for the UK. Ball just comes to ground, might be over the shoulder, I believe it is, might be a free kick to the Australians. Here it is, yes.
It's interesting that the attacking player laid the spoil there rather than... No, it was a defender.
Looking to switch the play now. He's got number 17 out on the wing here. He's got a paddock if he wants to go, and he decides to. He turns around. He's got a player out on the wing. It's a good kick. He can mark it. Looking board. Joyce here. Joycey just goes over the top. Terrible kick in the end. It's going to stay in play.
Is he happy to let that go over the line? No, he wants to bring that back inboard. The ball has gone into the guts. Australia are going to enter their forward 50 yet again. There's a contest here. Neither of the players come away with it. Dribbles out the back, and it's been crumbed. Number 19 with the haircut puts it through hands, and the kick is...
Oh, was that a goal now?
Only as far as Nathan Brown,
well done.
the celebrated South East London Giant Brownie, who has saved an almost certain goal. Well done, that man. Buy him a beer when you see him.
I think Australia were heading back to their positions there. They thought that was through for sure, but no, Big Brownie stepped in and stopped that one.
He's done well. He's done really, really well. He'll be happy about that. He'll let us know afterwards for sure.
And they've moved the ball fairly quickly here, the UK. They're very far down the ground, but Australia's just won the kick here. Number 31 for Australia. Just taking it a bit slow here now, the Aussies, as they just spoiled.
Oh, that was well contested. The Aussies do come away with it, but they nearly lost possession there in what was a really excellent bump. And the UK have managed to
just kick it out of the full.
Clear the ball from the area, but they're preparing themselves for another counter-attack from
Looks
the
like
Aussies.
It'll either be Gaffer taking this kick, and I think it is.
Number 35, is it?
Yeah, Michael Gaffer for Australia here.
What do you got, Gaff? Is he going to have a shot from here, do you reckon, Reece?
I reckon he's going to pretend to, and then he's going to pass it off.
Fair enough.
I'm
not going to take you up on that bet because I think you might be right.
No, he's just
He's
put
actually had a
Has
pin.
he used the wind to his advantage? No, he's just put it out the pool.
He's put it out on
He should have taken. He should have done what I said, I reckon.
We should get you out there, mate.
Nah, I've still got
You
a
can
few
show
more.
him how
I've
it's done.
still got a few more years in.
Yeah, your knees
before
still
I get
work.
there.
It would be an unfair advantage.
UK just go long. That could be possibly in the back.
That's
Umpire says it
100%
is.
in the back. Haircut's going to take it.
Sharpie goes inboard now. Another
Love
forward
with the
50
eyes.
entrance. Number 9 for Australia, and that is Shane Joyce.
He lowered the eyes. He didn't just bomb it. He looked for an option and he picked him off, which is fantastic. It's what the Aussies haven't really been doing quite so well. There's been a lot of bomb and hope, but
That one hasn't got the legs.
That kick from Sharpie found its target, and it was nice to see. As the Aussies score another behind, I'm not going to pretend to know what the score is. I'm not even sure if we can trust our scoreboard. We've got 2 blokes working on it now, but neither of them look very confident.
They've just put a 3 on the scoreboard, and it was the wrong way around. So we'll work out the scores at quarter time.
Oh, rack off, you boys.
UK now looking to get it away.
down the middle.
They do, and they decide to go quickly. That's going to go inside 50 for another entry for the UK. Is there anyone there? Crumbs it down. That's not 15. It won't be marked anyway. Wheels down. They've got the numbers here. Number 5 for the UK.
Got a little bit of time and space, not quite as much as he probably needs.
This should be a goal. Should be.
Is he
It's
able
been
to
done.
make something out of this opportunity?
Behind.
There's a cheer over by the Siegs bar, but I'm not as convinced.
They might have. He's called a goal. I'm not sure he was sure about that one. I think he just decided to give that one.
Nobody was sure, but when the post is that short, sometimes you just have to guess.
That's it. So a bit of back and forth here at the moment. That's the first play that the UK have had go their way for a little while. It has been all the Australians for the last 10 minutes, but they've managed to get one back in the thick of it. So
no, absolutely. I think they've absorbed a lot of pressure, the UK actually, and they were steadying themselves and ready to make that rebound. And when they did rebound, they made it count on the scoreboard, which is all you can ask from them. The more the Aussies waste their opportunities, the more that the UK can potentially make
Hunter
it count
deciding
the other way.
to try and have an attempt here. No, it just goes back to the umpire.
And that'll do us for the first quarter of the Masters on Peckham Rye, hosted by the South East London Giants. We'll be back in a bit. We're back for the second quarter. What felt like a reasonably short break, but it seems like the lads are just prepared to get on with it, and so we are all the more grateful for that as it's bloody cold out here. We're just counting the players. We've learned from the women's game that is an important thing to do.
The women's only had 16 though, so that was an important thing.
Where they structurally set up their 6-6-6 rules.
I think we're right to go here. Siren goes for the start of the second quarter here. Pretty even contest at the moment. UK win the hit down at the moment. Yep, out again by the UK. Manages to find a player, just knocked over there, and we'll have a ball up just outside the centre circle.
The slippery conditions starting to become a little bit more of a factor as they chew up our beloved Rye. The ball goes up, UK win the tap. It's a lovely contest, but the
Free
umpire's
kick.
seen something in that I wasn't quite
Yeah,
sure about.
I didn't see that one either,
No,
guys.
might have been a block in there. That's a ball into the UK forward 50.
Number
Only
40 for
as
Australia
far as
there with the mark.
waiting Aussie defender.
Paul Odmandi
Well done, Paul.
kicks to number 6, Brett Hall. Doesn't manage to hold on to that one. 17 for Australia. Brett Hall again just dives on it. Lucky not to get done for holding the ball there. Umpire will ball it up here, just on the commentary wing.
You're right. It does feel like a more even contest than I thought we might get. It genuinely could go either way, and it sort of depends on who's winning these clearances, as we have an opportunity for the Aussies to take advantage of a really lovely tap, and they don't manage to do it. We've got another ball up here. The ball is safe in the umpire's hands. The rucks are nominating, and off we go. I'm just not seeing these free kicks, Reece.
Bit of argy-bargy happening here. I think there was a little bit of a... Yeah, I think Ackermanis thought he had a free kick there, but it's gone against him. Yeah, he's just whacked a player in the chest there. He might have to... as he does.
You can take him out of Australia, but you can't take Australia out of the place.
No, that's it. Australia here, a bit of clean possession at the moment as they fumble one. Goes over the top. The UK are going to get possession. It's just caught high, but it won't be given. Oh, holding the ball will be given, as a matter of fact. Bit of feeling out there, I reckon. You just get that vibe.
Yeah, they get cranky in their old age, don't they?
Hall over the top of him.
It's gone through a few hands. hits the deck, spills out for the UK.
Just
Can they
manages
find
to...
a handball.
Oh, I reckon that was a handball, but he's
And
decided
the
to go
umpire's paid
quickly.
advantage. The biggest man I've ever seen has just taken a mark right into the commentary.
Number 20
wing.
for Australia, Jason Moratali.
31, bombs it long. That's a lovely take.
Hunter.
I think he used his face a little bit to guide the ball down to his chest.
Adam
However
Hunter
you wanna
has
do it,
spotted
fine.
someone beautifully. He's really good at that. He looks, he makes sure that he doesn't waste his disposals. And number 35 lines up for Australia here.
Who's that?
Michael Gaffer. As we saw last quarter, he put one out on the full. This is going to take a good kick. I would personally be going the check side from there. Let's see what he decides to do, Gaffer.
Yeah, you're not out there, Reese. But the breeze has really picked up, so it is going to be a factor. He's on his right foot.
It's a pretty good kick. I reckon that's just snuck in. Behind.
They've called
Snuck
it
in for a behind.
Difficult conditions.
Probably getting
for a set
confused by
shot.
that post, I reckon. Wasn't sure which one to aim at.
Absolutely. The UK have done a really lovely job getting it out of their defensive 50. They've hit the wing on the Siegs bar side of the field, and they are working their way down that line and have copped a free kick.
No, it's going against him.
Oh, there is an element of put your whistle away and let the boys play, but what do I know? I'm not wearing a yellow shirt.
No. Just looks down the line. Number 42 finds a target. Quick dish off. No. Thanks, mate.
And the beer delivery has arrived.
Australia
Apologies.
just slowing down the play here a little bit as they look to slow down the momentum that the UK have. Hunter flies, manages to take the mark, goes quickly, dishes it off. Umpire does not give holding the ball. UK come away with it. Can't seem to mark it. Can he get a clean possession here? Does. Manages just to get to 55 for Australia. Knocks it. A little bit scrappy at the moment.
And the UK are out here. Oh, what a shame.
And it's that ground, I reckon. He just slipped at the last second.
Yeah, the rye takes no prisoners, mate. You really need to be prepared for these conditions. You probably need a little bit of a longer stud than what a lot of these boys have brought as well. The umpires called that as a ball up. Potentially could have been paid in the back, but we move. As the ball spills out the back, a British player tries to gather, can't. An Aussie player does what the British couldn't. And we've got another stoppage.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of that this quarter, but it's still, again, evenly matched, as we've seen.
Yeah, I'll just correct myself there. I keep saying British, I mean United Kingdom.
We know what you mean.
I'm trying my best.
Bit of back and forth happening at the moment here.
UK Can the
just,
UK take the pace off the game a little bit? No, they run and gun.
he's paid the mark anyway, the umpire. No, now decides to call play on. Australia with the footy, fumbles.
You need to pay the mark if you've blown the whistle, I think. Again, I'm not the man wearing the yellow shirt, nor will
scrappy.
I be. The UK
Here we go, here's our man.
Try to
No
move
one
it
home.
forward.
Oh, that is a terrible hand pass. That gives the UK the opportunity that they need. Australia now just managing to run around 3 players out of defence here. Working the handballs well. Kick down the line. Anyone home for Australia? No. Is that in the back? It is. I believe that was just part of,
Did he use his body or did he use his hands?
He used his body, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm a bit far away to really make a call there. Doesn't matter anyway. The UK are launching another attack. The ball goes high inside 50.
Brilliant mark there from...
Almost an uncontested mark from the British player, from the UK player.
Number one, I believe.
That's my job, Reese, and I'm doing a bad job of it. It's Joshua Richmond. Joshua Richmond, number 1 for the UK. Let's see if he can make it count on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was a bit slack by Australia there through the middle. They had possession and just gave that one away cheaply, and they might get punished here on the scoreboard.
There was almost no defensive pressure from the Australians there. Josh just looked like he had a lot more space than he should have. As the ball...
That's a brilliant kick.
Goes straight through the middle. Joseph Arthur calls that a 6-point goal. He waves his flags. Look at him go. I've never seen a goal umpire, other than maybe David Rodan, do his job with such enthusiasm. Well done, Joe Arthur.
Is that because that's the only goal umpire that you can name?
Yes.
Thought that might be the case.
That's absolutely right.
Probably the only one I could name too, so I'm not going to criticise.
No, but he is a very enthusiastic goal umpire, which is why I know his name. As is Joseph Arthur, who has vice-captained the South East London Giants. I'm not sure if he's captained before. And he's the coach of the women's team as well.
Well, there you go. Factual information here at its finest. As the
Absolutely.
UK go forward again here, they're going to win the centre
31
clearance.
drops it, picks it back up, hands off. The ball is going to come high into the 50.
Well done.
Excellent
That was
forward
brilliant
thrust.
use of the body there, just to push his opponent out and get underneath it, take a nice comfortable chest mark.
And that's our number 23 again.
Tight angle here though. He's got to play at 3 here, number 8.
He
doesn't
want
decide
it.
to go to it. He's going to
These
take
are
it on himself.
Reece, these are the masters. They're not giving off opportunities. These boys might be kicking their last ever goals.
He kicks the goal as the United Kingdom take another one for the quarter. Australia yet to score here. Bring you the scores in a minute. 34 to the UK, 14 to Australia.
Reece just demonstrating that you don't need a keen numerical sense to be a weapon of a runner and a weapon of a football player. Reece is just going to join me now. Other Reece, not the commentator Reece. The Reece is a Swans fan. Reece, how about those Swannies this morning?
They look fantastic.
Good, thanks, mate. And as the ball goes out of the contest, and we're going to have another ball up.
Free kick
No,
to
we're not.
Australia, actually. Australia got the numbers here on the wing. Hunter looks for it. Is he going to get there? He does. Picks it up clean. No, I was going to say he does cleanly, but he doesn't. Gets it over the top now. Just soccers it out to number 20 out on the boundary. Doesn't pick it up. UK are going to get away here. They have the numbers. Can handball short. Decides to go long here. Number 25. Is he going to get away? Now, one of these boys needs to lay a shepherd. No, he's not going to get there. I believe that will be holding the ball,
I'm
but
not
no.
sure that he had it anymore, but that's all right. The Australians come away from that contest. They put it down the commentator side wing, only as far as number 39, who was laying in wait to gobble up the mark. Throws it onto the boot to the top of the 50 arc, right in the middle. There's a contest there. The Australians look like they might come away with it, but no, there is a stoppage. There was enough defensive pressure to stop the ball movement as the umpire takes possession.
Bit of back and forth going on here at the moment, as we've seen from both sides.
It's exciting, Reece. I'm genuinely excited. I'm having a good game.
It is, and all credit. Umpire calls advantage, and it's a behind. Or is he going to bring it back? He did wave advantage, but yeah. And credit to the boys. It is a Masters competition, but we are seeing some quality football at the moment.
No, it's decent. Mate, they're masters for a reason. You don't become a master just by poodling your way through the lower leagues. These boys can genuinely play footy, and they're putting that on display for us right now, and I'm just having the best time watching it.
Akamanis goes short out of the back line. Coming out for the Aussies now. It's an easy one. Australia looking to spread, and looking to spread quick. Number 20 here. Drops it.
Brownie
Sharpie.
goes in for the loose footy, picks it up. Well done, Brownie. And that was a lovely fend off there, actually, from the Aussies. They put it onto the flank, and
Great spoil there from number 39 for the United Kingdom. You just really want to try and keep the ball out of Hunter's hands. As I said, player of the tournament, and they played over in the international rules against Ireland, so they might be thinking about putting a tag on him soon. He has had a lot of the footy, but we'll see what transpires this next quarter. Hunter just lurking out the back at the moment. No one's picked him up. Falls over.
and he'll love you for calling that, Reece. The ball rolls over towards the Siegs bar. It's loose for now. A few blokes diving on it. No one can quite come away with the goods. And the Aussies take possession and look to move it down the line only as far as a waiting UK defender who launches a very quick counter-attack. The ball now goes inside 50 to the top of the square. It's a 1-on-2, but the UK player comes away with it. The cavalry arrives, the reinforcements are here, and that is a
Shank.
behind for UK. They did everything right there and just couldn't capitalise in front of goal.
No, that was good play by the UK there. They, like you said, they did absolutely everything right except for the finish. We're going to see this for the rest of the day, you reckon? Akamanis taking the kick-ins?
I want to see Akamanis
Just going
do everything
long
here, mate.
every
I want to see
time.
Akamanis in the ruck. I'd be happy if he started goal umpiring at some point. I just want as much acca as I can get. Give me acca, Reese. We've got a ball up by the Siegs bar. The crowd are in for a real show here as the action takes place right at their feet. The Aussies come away with it. He handballs back into the contest rather than out of it.
That's a 2.
And it's been held up again right there in front of that crowd that's building here on the right. It is a nice day for footy. It's a little chilly, it's a little breezy, but some people have come out to enjoy this spectacle that these Masters are putting on for us. As Australia get the clearance.
Got the space here, but it's not going to fall for him. Oh, that was very lucky there. Just slips on the turf and it works for his advantage. As Australia go inside 50 and we've got a whistle out the back here. What's happened? Something's happened behind play that I'm unaware of. Did you see that one, Gaz?
No, I was watching the footy, mate.
Yeah, so was I.
It didn't occur to me to
look
keep
back there.
tabs on the boys to see if they were behaving themselves, but clearly they were not. And the UK prepare to take a kick.
That's sloppy from the Australians there. They were nearly away there. Ball was inside their 50. They could have easily capitalised and got a goal there.
There's a lovely lead onto the top of the 50. It gets ignored. The ball gets pushed wider as the UK forward 50 becomes more and more congested. I think this is going to be a kick and hope. Yep, up and under to the top of the square.
Oh, brilliant mark.
A lovely take from number 42.
And that is Rowan Arnott.
He plays on quickly and the Aussies look to move down the commentary wing. With some degree of success, no, that's
just
still a
overhaul.
mark. The ball was just a little bit too high for that man, and it's gone back into the UK forward 50. And it's come loose. That could have been holding the ball. In fact, it was holding the ball. That man was tackled and he dropped it. Typically, you get a free kick when you tackle a man and he drops the footy, and that's what's happened there.
Is that a goal? I reckon that's a goal. Another goal for the UK here. They're running away from it at the moment. Australia need to strap their socks and boots on. Not doing anything at the moment.
Yeah, we're sort of back to what we saw at the start of the first quarter, aren't we? With just a real dominant display from the UK team.
We are, but I wouldn't write these Aussies off yet. I reckon they've got a bit more in the tank, more to give, but we'll see what transpires.
I bloody hope so, Reese. I really do. I want a tight contest today.
Interesting to see who wins the hit out here and if they manage to do anything with the ruck tap. Rucks go at it. 50-50 in the ruck. Manages to go out to the UK, just bombs it in forward again, looking for the target. Over the top of everyone there. Ball's just going to stop still. Sock it off the ground, across the face, rolls out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in.
I can't even be sure who kicks that.
Yeah, again UK get another centre clearance. We've seen that a lot today, even with Jason Ackermanis in the middle.
Someone's used every single hole. Like, someone's used 1,000 tip ties. I think it's an hour to get it all. But they've done a really great job.
The Australians come away from
he's
that
turned back
ball
inboard.
up. And they work their way out of trouble. This is a 2-on-1 though. It's dangerous. The UK players can't take the mark, but they do come away with the footy. That was a throw, and it's been seen and called correctly by the umpire.
Number 36 for Australia there, Glenn Bryant. That's holding the ball, umpire. No, doesn't call it. UK are going to get away with it here. They go forward. Kicking, doesn't manage to get there, just comes off the boot. Handball out the back. Numbers are all there for the UK at the moment.
As they have been all day, in the women's as well.
Oh, that's a great hit by Hunter.
Is that your boy?
It is.
He's done well there.
That's not 15. Umpire calls play on as we got action right in front of us here as the ball dribbles out of bounds. Or pushed out of bounds. And we'll have a ball up right in front of us.
We're going to have a ball up. Be able to see the way that these two teams are setting up properly, almost for the first time today.
Acker with the ball.
And
oh, that could possibly... No, it doesn't roll out of bounds.
That's a lovely clearance from the UK. Down onto their forward flank, but there is an intercept mark taken by number 40. who just wants to take a little bit of the pace off this game and try and pick out an option rather than kicking to a contest. No, he chooses to kick to a man in a red Guernsey. Not the decision that you'd like to see.
Oh, that's over the shoulder. Yes. Yeah. Free kick to the Aussies. They've lifted intensity here, the Australians. Just need to put it on the scoreboard now. Gaffer out on the wing, gonna get
Dangerous.
spoiled.
Very well done by number 27. Really
Just
well
handled
done.
to himself there. It's gonna work. Comes off the knee.
Outstanding work, number 27.
No, it was above the knee, mate, unfortunately. Just getting some words of advice from the umpire there, number 6.
As Jared Wall's just running back in after a brilliant effort on the boundary line. The ball's about to come up. UK win the tap straight down the throat of number
brilliant.
7.
That's well
who
done
manages
by
to
the
get it
UK
out.
there.
The ball goes high into the UK forward 50. There's the crummer. He falls to his knees, bangs it on his fist. And the UK can't quite put all of the pieces together to make that work, but they're still dangerous here. Australia aren't out of trouble as they force a stoppage.
Yeah, another stoppage here. Seen a few of them this quarter, but nevertheless, it's been a great game of footy. Australia with the hit out, just having down one of his own. Jason Ackermanis smothered off the boot. Go to pick it up here. Brilliant use of the body there by Australia. Was that over the head? No, umpires decided to ball it up again on the 50-metre arc.
I've just received word from one of our viewers that Acker was the one who gave away the turnover on the far side earlier when we were a little bit confused about what happened. That was Acker's fault.
Well, that is typical, isn't it?
Do you know what though? I'll take it. Give me more Acker. That's all I want from my day. That's what got me out of bed this morning. Thank you very much.
That is the second time he has
the
given
update.
away a free kick behind the play today, though, so he needs to sort that out, I reckon. I don't think we were going to see it, though.
No, more of that.
He's also the coach.
The coach might not be happy, no.
Reece, have you won 3 premierships?
Sure.
I haven't won 3 premierships. I feel like Acker can do whatever he bloody wants at this point. As the ball dribbles, splurts even over the boundary line in the UK attacking 50.
Could have been 4 premierships, Ackermanis. Could have been 4 in a row, but no. The Port Adelaide faithful came through and stopped that one in 04. He had a stinker too, that game, Ackermanis.
You're going a long way back there, mate. But, number 10 takes a really, really nice mark. He's maybe 40 metres out on a reasonable angle. He's not taking the shot though. He's gonna pop it up and hope that his forwards can come down with a clunk. They can't. But
Comes off the boot. Was that a goal?
something out of nothing for the UK. They have managed to secure the 6 points regardless, even if they couldn't quite take the mark in the first place. Well done, UK. It is starting to get ugly on the scoreboard now.
Yeah, Australia really need to pull their finger out if they're going to be any chance going into this second half here. It's weird because it was quite even at quarter time, but it's just been all UK this quarter, hasn't it? Barely. I think we've only had 2 inside 50s for Australia. Really, we haven't had many.
No, that's absolutely right. So if you're Acker, what are you doing? How are you moving the magnets to try and rectify this?
He's got his work cut out for him at half time. That's for sure.
He really does. Maybe a good old-fashioned spray. Here they come. Here's Australia.
Goes in forward 50 now. Are they going to? No, it's a brilliant spoil there from the UK. Oh, that could be hanging on. Umpire decides to let the play go on. Here,
This is their best look for a while. Not 15. Even if you made the mark, wouldn't have counted. And the red Guernseys surround it. They've just got more legs.
But that's an improvement from Australia. Like it was out of the centre there. They managed to get it forward.
Don't patronise them, Reece.
We've got to take the positives out of the small when the small ones come. So
Here he is. Here's our man. Dives on it. Picks it back up. Puts it on his boot.
Can someone get underneath it? No.
That could have been a special moment. It's gone begging. But the ball is still loose. He's still lurking. Acker is still dangerous.
Couple of little interesting facts for all you viewers at home. Number 31 for the Australians was a Brisbane Bears player back in the day and did play a couple of games with Jason Ackermanis.
That is a fun fact.
So
Thanks, Matt. I appreciate that.
Corey Bell is
Corey
his
Bell.
name.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got a stoppage in Australia's forward 50 now, the non-Monleys end. And they work through hands out to Acker, who puts it on his boot. The UK player kicks it bravely across the face of goal. Fortunately, Australia don't make them pay for what could have been a costly error.
No, it has been a better patch astray from the Australians. However, can they capitalise though? That is the big question, and they need to.
Is it because of us, Reece? Did we manifest this?
We could possibly have, Gaz.
I like to think we did.
Oh, don't tell me!
Puts it on
Don't
the boot.
tell me!
Has he done it?
No, don't bother about telling me. Oh, well done. Now, I would believe the UK are just going to try and slow down play here as they come out of their defence.
There can't be long left in this quarter. Are we playing 17s or 20s? What are we doing?
25s, I think.
25s.
There's a minute and 42 seconds left.
We're making these blokes really work for it today with these 25-minute quarters.
Oh, that's holding the ball, yes. Umpire gives it.
I think
Australia
that's actually, yeah.
desperately need a goal here. Number 34 for Australia.
Does he have a ping?
And
No,
that
he
is
does not. He
Ivan
sets
Walker
it
sets it up
And
for the
that's
big
a
boy.
lovely take from the man in the
Number 11.
sleeves, number 11.
Mark Cornish.
Let's go, Mark Cornish.
So Mark
He's going
lines
through
up.
his routine.
Got a perfect view of this one as he
drop
puts
punt,
it
hits his
straight
right
through
foot.
the middle. Not quite, but we'll call it a goal anyway. As Australia managed to get one out of nothing there.
They don't look thrilled, the Aussies.
Now they're a bit flat. They are a bit flat. But I think they've got more in them come this second half. I think we've still got a game on our hands here.
They've got plenty of time.
I don't think the UK have won it just yet.
They did manage to spend quite a bit of time with that ball locked in their forward 50, and that's exactly what happens when you do that.
A 27-point lead to the United Kingdom as we head towards the end of this first half. Again, the tap down. UK get the centre clearance, looking to find a target. Manages to pick it up here, the UK. Looking for another player. They go. Can they score a late one here? Not going to get there. Comes off his boot. Not marked. Australia pick up. That's a great hip and shoulder there as he hits the deck. And that is the siren here, ending the first half.
Thank goodness, I need to pee.
The
We'll be
score
back.
is 47-20. United Kingdom lead.
We're back getting ready to start the second half. As you can see on screen, Reese, my co-commentator, running gallantly towards the boundary line. Go on, son. Get out of the way. Let the boys play. He's coming bearing beers, so I can't be too cross. Your mic's in there, buddy. Let's get ready to go. Steve's about to sound the siren to begin the first half. Second half, sorry. She's just trying to work out the technology, but she'll get there. And there she goes. The ball is up for the second half of play. Australia win the tap, but the umpire has found a free kick in the contest. Australia to take a kick out of the middle. Hits a lead perfectly, absolutely lovely grab from number 35. The man on the mark has come a long way over. That's 50 in my book, but the umpire's giving him the benefit of the doubt there. The Australian player has kicked it straight to the UK defender, who has managed to find a teammate out on the flank, and they are working their way down the commentary side wing. We've got a lovely grab right in front of us here, Reese.
Yeah, great mark behind number 19 there for the UK. Oh, terrible kick though. He's kicked it straight to the opposition. Number 55, Franklin. Goes by the nickname Buddy, as I can hear.
Does he just?
Well, and you got
Wonder
last
where he
name
gets that
Franklin.
from, Reese.
I'm not sure.
So the Australians have again kicked it to the UK defenders, who are working their way back down the aforementioned commentator wing. The umpire doesn't like something he's seen there. The Aussies have a free kick. Again, I missed it.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either.
And the Aussies have taken the short option.
Hall.
Number 6,
Hall
is going to line up. No, he's not. He's going to put it onto the chest.
That's a great kick to number 35. Gaffer again.
He's having a good game, isn't he?
He is. He's getting a lot of the footy in the forward half. I think he's only got one though, so he needs to start doing something here with his possessions.
We've got a great view from behind here. We can see whether this ball goes through or not. The breeze might be an issue. The distance should not be. And that,
it to the left.
I think, has...
He's got it. No, it snuck it in, I think. They were celebrating.
I was talking about how good our view was, but I thought that pulled to the left.
I think it did too, but they were celebrating. Behind. Yep, that's what we thought.
And I was right.
Aussie's just trying to be a little sneaky there and influence the goal umpire's decision.
No, we had a pretty clean view of that. It was pretty clearly a behind. The Aussies can't kick a goal, so they're trying to cheat their way into one. And the ball is about to come back in for the UK. No, what's going on?
I think it was a goal. I think they've called it a goal. The goal umpire, no, he did hold up 2 flags. So
You're joking me.
that was a behind if I've ever seen one.
Well,
Pull up the ref?
Yeah, we might need to...
We'll check that one after the game on record here.
fortunately we do have the footage, yeah, but I don't think that goal's particularly going to matter unless the Aussies get their shit together and put a little bit more of a...
Well, it's only a 20-point margin there, Gaz. So
on the UK.
it's
We'll see. We'll
still
see.
half a game to go here.
Well, it's a 25-point margin, really, isn't it? Yeah, that was in the back every day of the week. The Aussies have a chance here to launch forward again. They are in the centre. Number 55 likes something that he sees out on the wing, right in front of the Siegs bar. Number 17 takes a grab, goes
Huntley.
back, eyes look centre, hits a beautiful target in the corridor. There's haircut. He's taken a pretty late bump, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that is
and
sharp.
they've paid 50. There it is.
Yep. Ernest Sharp.
Reece, here's my theory. You do not ask your barber to do that to you if you can't play footy. So here is this man's opportunity to show us that he's earned that trim.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do,
he's
Sharp?
dishing it off. He's dishing it off. That's a great kick. No, it's not. It's terrible. Yeah, got to do better than that, Sharpie, I reckon, mate.
Yeah, you absolutely do. And the UK are working it back down towards the Siegs bar wing.
Franklin flies, just gets pushed out of it. It's going to fall at him. Rolls out of bounds. We'll have the ball up. Yeah, Good start to the quarter. Australia with one behind that was called a goal, but so leading the quarter anyway. Australia win the tap. Just gets it on the boot now. No one home for the Aussies. Just a bit of scrappy ball. UK managed to get it out. Just shrugs him off. Drops the footy. Advantage. Play on here. Ackermanis just lobs one forward. Here's Sharp again. Can he do something with it this time? Goes all the way and puts it through.
There he is. He has
delivered.
Trim.
He's living up to that haircut.
Well done, that man. And do you know what? All of a sudden, the Australians are right back in this.
It is a 14-point margin, I believe. 33 plays 47.
I don't think the UK defence is quite used to this amount of pressure. They didn't get put to the test as much in the first half as what they are now, and they're starting to show some gaps.
They certainly are, Gaz. Look, I think the UK are a little bit gassed. They might know these conditions in this ground, like this turf, sort of a little bit better than the Australians, but they're not on the Australians' master team for nothing, Gaz.
No, that's absolutely right. These boys have had pretty wonderful careers. One of them apparently drank 300 Guinnesses in a day. So that's the kind of opposition they're up against.
Hunter just looks out wide now, using that perfect vision. Wouldn't call that perfect, but he manages to get the free kick. That's lucky there for the Australians as they look to reset here on the 50-metre arc of the UK. Goes inboard, finds a target, takes the mark. Australia looking a lot better this quarter, that's for certain, Gaz. What do you reckon?
They're looking red hot. They've really sharpened up. The ball movement's working. They're making more leads. They're giving options for their kickers, and it's paying dividends. They've opened this ball game up, and despite all of that, the UK are again pushing the ball into their forward 50. They've taken a grab just on the outside of 50.
They want a man up here, the Aussies.
Side. It's gone
over the top.
Into the middle. It's spilled loose. A UK player has come away with it. He's managed to get the handball out to the feet of a teammate. He couldn't pick it up. The ground gets further and further away the older you get. And so it's no surprise he couldn't get his mitts down there and pick up the ball cleanly. The umpire is going to ball up.
Good little 2 minutes here from the UK, just trying to slow that momentum down by the Australians, which they've seen all of it this quarter. UK pick it up now, shrugs off the tackle, looking behind him, finds something he likes, doesn't manage to pick it up. Was that hanging on? No, umpire lets the game go. Was that a trip? Umpire still letting the ball just go. I like that.
Put the whistle away.
That's it.
Let the boys play. Australia on the way in. Here comes haircut.
Sharpie
puts it on his boot to a one-on-one contest.
Oh, gets a good bounce.
Out. Can he get
it?
And
he gets it. Australian how only 8 points behind. If this is one of the comebacks I have ever seen, it is a good one.
It's the best comeback I've seen all day, Reese.
That is for sure. I won't argue with that.
That's another goal kicked towards the Monleys end. The Monleys end really is proving to be the scoring end today. We picked it early. It's the breeze is a factor, but another factor is the fact that the Aussies have really got their shit together. Whatever Acker said to him at half-time, it has worked. Do you reckon he's given him an old-fashioned spray?
Well, I would have thought we would have heard it if he was to, but he might have gave him a quiet one.
I'll take a quiet spray from Acker, tell you what.
As the Rucks go at it again here in the middle, no one managing to get clean possession. UK just shrug it forward. It's marked by Australia. Number 47 for Australia.
No, I thought that was him.
Or 40. Just goes long here, trying to use the wind to his advantage. Number 17 for Australia, marks it out the front. Gavin Huntley looks in now. Walker can't seem to mark it. Just going forward now. Can they get clean possession, Australia? No. And I think we're going to have a ball up. Yes, we are. Umpire decides to ball up about 40 metres out from the Australian goal. Sharpie looking dangerous there. He's just lurking, number 19 here, looking to get a clean.
No, he's on. Possession. His confidence is sky high. He's ready to go. He's roving at that pack, ready to get the tap. If the Aussies win it, he's in a dangerous spot.
Bombs it forward now. No one home for the Aussies though.
It's a 2-on-1 against the Aussies. He's done well to halve the contest. The Aussies are on top of the loose ball. Number 9 with a shot to goal.
He's got it.
Over Brownie's head.
And we've got a 2-point game here, people.
It is on.
Do not leave your screens. We are watching something special right now. And now all of a sudden it's the UK that need to pull their finger out.
They absolutely do. I don't know what's happened, but they just can't get the ball forward of centre. They're losing the taps, they're losing the clearances. Their pressure around the footy is just starting to reduce.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Gaz.
I probably could have said it a bit better if I'm being honest, but the day's drawing on and I'm having a couple of beers.
Joycey looking dangerous on this wing here, up against number 74 for the United Kingdom, right in front of us on the commentary boundary.
There's a lot of confusion around numbers today.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you're meant to start in the 50-metre arc. Isn't that part of the 666?
Yeah, we're playing a pretty loosey-goosey interpretation of the rules today, I think.
Believe
The
we
stand
are.
rule's out. I'm not sure if 666 is really being heavily enforced. I mean, we had long swathes of play where there were too many players on the field.
We did, yeah. In the women's game, we saw that a couple of times. It's number 40 marks it for Australia here in the back half. Paul Mendy.
He doesn't like what he sees. He's going to go long down the line. There's a pack forming. It looks more red than blue, and the Reds do take the ball away. And for the first time this term, they've made a meaningful entry into their forward 50. The Australians gather under it. There is a fierce contest. It's being locked up, and the umpire's going to call that a ball up.
Yeah,
Promising signs though for the
yeah,
UK.
I think the UK just need to slow it up here. Just take the momentum away from Australia and just sort of play their own brand of footy for a minute. So they seem to be doing in this last 2 minutes here.
Absolutely. Get the pressure back up to where it was, and the rest will take care of itself.
Looking to go forward now, the UK. Can they get clean possession? Snap on goal. That looks like it's going through, and it is a behind. No, it's a goal. Why did he tap his shoulder? Giving off.
I'm
I
waiting
think
for
it's
the
a goal.
flags.
It's a goal.
And the flags have confirmed.
He did tap his
those
shoulder,
are
which-
6 of the very best for the UK.
You know, I thought that went through the big sticks, but then one
But then
big
the man
stick.
tapped his shoulder and everybody
And
got a little bit
thought it
confused.
was, yeah.
Do you know what though, Reece? Pressure. The UK have lifted their pressure back up, even just in these last couple of minutes. They're running a little bit harder. I think they sort of figured they were on top. They didn't have to run out the game, they thought, but they bloody do.
And
Australia made them pay.
We could see that coming, Gaz, from a mile away, really. That last 2 minute spell there from the UK was brilliant. They just took the pressure away from the Australians and managed to convert. So, credit to them. Hunter now can't get clean possession. Still on it now as we head out towards the bar end. Great tackle there, wraps him up. Umpire's going to ball it up right out the front of the Siegs bar.
The Siegs bar, indeed. Another shout out to the great man. The umpire takes possession. The Rucks nominate, and we are back underway. Australia wins the tap. There's no one waiting for it though, and the UK managed to squabble that ball over the boundary line.
We'll have a throw in here, favouring the Aussies a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure
slightly
about the
closer
ball
to their
ups
goal.
instead of the throw-ins. I feel like the throw-in would get it a little bit closer to the centre of the ground than those ball ups do.
Well,
But
I don't understand. Like, surely one of those people on the boundary there would volunteer to run boundary, or two for
No,
each boundary.
absolutely.
But yeah,
I think the backwards throw-in is a really great part of our game, and I'd hate to see it go missing.
Yeah, no, you were right.
Right, the Aussies take the tempo off the game. They look to find a little bit of space. Number 55.
Franklin,
This is Buddy, is it?
this is Buddy.
He assesses his options. He likes something here.
He goes in the middle. He can go if he wants
He's
to.
gone at
Decides
the
not to.
45. No, 31.
Corey Bell.
He's not quite kept the pace up.
Corey
He's
Bell just
tried to
goes
beat
around
his
him.
man. He
That's his-
absolutely does.
That is his AFL days right there as Hunter takes it in the middle, looks to go long, just shrugs him off, sells the candy a little bit, goes over the top. It's not the best kick in the world. Not managing to spoil it is Walker. Dishes it off now, straight to a UK player. And they're away here. If he
They
can
have
get,
got
if he can get clean, he's away.
so
Go.
much space.
Takes a bounce.
He takes
Still
a
got
touch,
space.
which is very, yeah,
Still
and
got
he
a
goes
paddock.
another one. That's a wise
That's
decision
a
on
good
this
kick.
turf.
That is a brilliant kick.
Top of the 50, there's a man all by himself, but
all that work turned over.
the defender got there just in the nick of time. And the Siegs wing is looking pretty clear. If the possession is taken by 42 cleanly, they could have been out, but he got beaten to the footy by the defender and then jumped into his back. Nothing doing, says the umpire, and the ball dribbles out of bounds. There's some fire in this contest. The people at the
He
boundary
was
line are
not
at all
happy
happy
with
about
that
what they've
decision,
seen.
no. Australia just looking like they've got the upper hand at the second here, but that could turn at any minute.
No, they absolutely do. As soon as Australia have time and space, they win this contest.
That's a good kick. He's held it, number 11, Mark Cornish.
If the UK can get in numbers to the drop of the ball the way they have been all day, then they're going to be absolutely fine. But they're not able to do that as well this quarter as what they've been doing previously. And the Aussies just have a little bit too much time. And when they have a bit of a moment to think about what they're going to do, they do make better decisions.
And Australia's forward 50s entries, a few times today, we've just seen them waste it. Time and time after again, we've just seen the UK defence stand up, take a strong mark and exit that 50 again.
No, absolutely. We've seen only a couple of times have we seen someone really lower their eyes and nail that low kick into one of the forwards, and it's paid off when it's happened. But it's easy to say from the boundary, isn't it? Thank you, sir. Bit harder to do when you're out there in the heat of battle on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in Peckham, South East London.
It is a great day for the London standards for this time of year. Not that I would know too much. I only arrived yesterday, but...
No, yeah, welcome. You're probably still feeling the jet lag, mate.
Nah, she'll be right, mate. I'll live.
That's the spirit.
Oh, great smother there by the Aussies.
That's a fantastic smother. But again,
Corey
the
Bell.
UK are doing what they do best, and they are just getting to the contest with greater numbers than the Australians, and it's paid off. They've now got control of the footy. It's dribbled out of their defensive 50. They're not out of trouble yet.
No, but the UK got numbers. The Australians just look like they're slow getting to the contest.
No, you're absolutely right.
The numbers are everywhere for the UK at the moment.
Yep. When the game's played at a higher pace, the UK are doing better. If the Aussies can take a bit of that pace off and really slow it down and nail their kicks, that's the way they're going to win this footy game. But it just depends on whether they're able to do that or whether they succumb to the manic style of play that the UK are presenting. The ball well cut off by number 40 for the Aussies, but again, he just bombs it forward, and the UK are there at the drop of the footy, as they have been fairly consistently all day.
Go forward now again. Not a great kick, but he manages to find someone out on the wing. Stand rule, obviously not a factor here.
He's fallen over. Bless him.
Can't see it. Umpire's in the way. Turns it over here.
Corey
loose, Bell.
The handball misses
Hunter.
target.
Bang! Big hit. Just knocks him over. Goes forward. Is Walker going to get underneath it? He doesn't manage to mark it, but he still manages to take possession. Falls over. Big boy picks it up. Has a look. Does he see something he likes? He doesn't. Manages just to put it through for one behind. Oh no, out in the full.
Out on the full indeed. Getting ready for the kick in here by the blokes in red. And the Aussies have managed to man up pretty successfully. I don't see a great deal of options for the kicker. I wouldn't be surprised if this just goes long down the line. And that is exactly what's happened. Well, not that long, but definitely down the line.
Good. That's a great mark.
Very well taken by the UK player, who continues that trajectory down past the Siegs bar. They're out here. They've got that run and gun style game. If they're prepared to take it on, they absolutely are. The ball
Hunter's
again gets intercepted by the Australians.
Hunter looking inboard now. See something he like in Ackermanis. Ackermanis takes it in the middle, dishes it off quickly. Australia go forward here. See something. That is brilliant passage of play by the Aussies. And he does manage to hang on to it. He does. And that was excellent. Probably one of the best passages of play we've seen from the Australians all day. Jason,
and look who's lurking. Look who's lurking for the hands off, just in case. Just in case
Sharpie.
there's an opportunity.
Haircut Sharpie.
But no, number 20 looks like he's gonna take this. He's got the wind at his back. He throws the grass up. That's a beautiful callback to his classic days. Hits the boot, looks okay, doesn't have the distance.
Oh, he does! And all credit there to Adam Hunter in the middle there. That started with him to pick out Ackermanis in the middle there, for Ackers to find that target in Jason Moratley up forward. That was excellent.
So the UK lead by 2
Aussies
points,
there.
Reece. coming towards three-quarter time, I would have thought.
Well, it's anyone's game at the moment.
It's going to be a ripper of a fourth quarter, genuinely. This is great.
And it's not like Australia, like by all means, they have won the quarter, but like they haven't dominated 100%. Like the UK have still managed to kick a goal, hold the play up when necessary.
They've been pretty dominant. But the UK are kicking towards the scoring end in the final term.
Yeah.
But as I say that, the breeze is dying down and the sun's shining, so I think the wind is going to be considerably less of a factor than what it was at the start of the game. As the Aussies move the ball forward, they take a mark very close to the top of their forward 50. The kick comes in, he hits a player on the chest who was on the lead. And the man on the mark walks a good 3 metres over it. Fortunately, the umpires haven't paid 50 for that all day, so I don't think they're going to start now. And
Ivan Walker
kicked
a couple today
for a set shot.
I believe he was the one who kicked a goal when it kicked it behind. That was called a goal earlier in this quarter.
Was that him?
Has the shot now. Looks
good.
Off the boot, and it's through. And Australia take the lead for the first time today.
That's impressive. I said it couldn't be done. And they've showed me that I'm an idiot. And I'm more than happy to be an idiot on this occasion because the Aussies are putting on a bloody contest. Thank goodness we're in for an absolute ripper of an afternoon here at the Peckham Rye.
4-point lead to the Australians now as the ball makes its way back towards the centre of the ground. And if you're a UK fan or a UK player, three-quarter time can't come quickly enough.
No, they really need to regroup. And as I've said a couple of times, they need to get back to that style of play of just manic pressure and ball movement. Don't worry about going back and taking your time after a mark. Just get that thing moving forward and put on the pressure on the Aussie defenders because I think they will crack under enough pressure, but it's just not happening at the moment.
Yeah, they're going to need to change something at three-quarter time here, UK. If you're an Australian, you just got to keep doing what you're doing, really. High contact. Who's going this way? Is that going the way of the Australians? It is. And it'll be number 45, Adam Wigzil.
Goodness gracious. This is a monstrous turnaround. This is kind of like Freo North this morning. Well, we thought North had it in the bag and then all of a sudden Freo started playing actual football and came away with the goods.
Yeah, well.
There's a real chance that Australia might be doing the same thing. Let's have a look at how this set shot goes as he comes in, bangs it on the boot. Looks okay.
Another one for the Australians as they take a 10-point lead here. Oh, never mind. It's 5 points.
No.
Still just a goal in it, but the UK need to start doing something here.
You never know if it's actually going to be behind or get called a goal. We've seen a few get changed very last minute. And is that that will be the end of the third quarter. The umpire did it.
Is he just tired? How long's left? Well, not anymore, they just stopped at 3 minutes early. I don't know if they decided to go to 20-minute quarters, not tell us, or... That was the plan, but...
Bit of confusion around the timing of the quarters. Am I muted? Oh no, I can not be, but yeah. So the umpires have called the end of the third term, even though the timer wasn't quite ready to do that. There should have been another 3 minutes of play, but the old boys are getting tired, so we've reduced the length of the quarters, and we'll be back soon for the fourth.
And we're back on here for the final quarter here, Australia versus the UK, and we've got a close game on our hands, 5 points as Australia dominated that last quarter. I'm joined here by Reese from the South East London Giants as Gaz has just gone to have a bit of a break, but he'll be back any minute, so as the Rucks go at it. How are you, Reese?
Yeah, thanks for the intro, Reese. When nature calls, so it's good to be a part of the Reese's Pieces duo for this final quarter in a tense affair. It's been a great one so far. I've been really enjoying it.
Yeah, no, it has been a quality game. It's been good to watch. The UK were dominant early and Australia were dominant in that last quarter just there, so we've got a bit of a game on our hands as we look to get back stuck into it now as the UK get possession. Dishes it off.
With his hands on the ball early, good to see him back on the ball.
Wins a free kick here.
And now we'll see UK are going with the win this final quarter. You can see that favoured Australia a lot in that last quarter. We'll see if it does the same for the UK.
Oh, was that hanging on?
Ball,
Yes.
Yeah,
free kick to Australia. So look to go inboard now. Finds a target, just leaves it for number 9. Shane Joyce. He's had a bit of it today in the forward half. Pops it up now. And it's stopped there. Great spoil by the UK. Takes it towards forward. Oh, does he get underneath it? No, he doesn't. Umpire calls play on. It's going to get locked in there and we'll have a ball up about 40 metres out from Australia's goal.
Interesting from Joyce, the Masters have been seeming to take on the shots this game, but that time he decided to find a target, didn't quite find it, but maybe that's the wind coming to effect there. Yeah,
well, the wind's been a factor all day. It's really come into play earlier on today. It's died a bit down this quarter so far, but if it's anyone's to be the scoring end, it is the Australian end, but we'll see what transpires this quarter.
Yeah, sunshine is out, maybe it'll favour the Australians. Londoners definitely prefer the wind and the rain and the mud. It's getting more to Australia's sort of weather.
Umpire balls it up here just out front of the Siegs bar. So the Rucks go at it. Australia win the hit out, tap it down, no one's there. Jason Ackermanis looking to look dangerous. Doesn't happen. UK managed to get the clearance, go
Big
forward.
Boot with the wind.
Just a bit of a scrappy footy happening at the moment, and umpire's just going to ball up because it's gone out of bounds. Yeah, down the UK end, so they've got it down the right end of the ground. They just need to capitalise here.
They'll try and lock it in. You can see the numbers sliding forward a little bit.
Umpire throws it up. UK punch it forward.
Oh, hand pass to nothing.
Out of bounds again. And this is positive from the UK. Definitely good. They just need to focus on locking it in there and capitalising while it's down there.
What's that score again?
Umpire throws it up.
5 points in it.
Australia with the hit out. Straight to a UK player though. Ball just comes out. Out of bounds on the fall. It'll be a free kick. No.
Ooh,
touched over the bound.
What's he called?
I think he's going to ball it up. Oh, I thought that was out of bounds on the fall, but...
Yeah, we don't have the best angle of it over here though. So he called deliberate even. I think I saw one. No, throw up. No boundary umpires here today. It's a tough job for the umpires. They've done well so far.
But also we do play that rule back in Queensland, no boundary umpires. So it could be something that a few of the Aussies are used to. Do you have boundary umpires during the season, Reese? Or?
No, not here in London.
No,
Definitely
not in
don't
London,
have the numbers for that. At least not in the social league. I'm not sure what happens up in those high heights of the Premier Division, but South East London Giant, we like to have fun down in the social league, and it's just no boundary umpires there.
It's all that matters at the end of the day, as long as you're having fun. UK win the hit out, go forward again. It's going to dribble out of bounds. We're going to have another ball up. A lot of scrappy footy happening at the moment here, but the advantage to the UK is that it is down their end of the ground. So we'll see if they can do something with it while it's down there. Australia just needing to looking to clear it, winning the hit out there. Not managing to find a player yet. The UK have it.
Pressure,
here's a voice out the back. Goes forward, out of bounds on the fall. It'll be a free kick to Australia. Now the UK need to be careful here because Australia have been good at this all day. When they've got possession, they've managed to keep it for a little while, especially in that last quarter. So see what they managed to do with it here.
And just a little update on the time confusion from last quarter. It looks like we are going to be playing 20 minutes for the second half here. We played 22 because no one was keeping time, but we didn't play the full 25 at least. So give these old blokes a little bit of more time to... Oh, that's a great mark against pressure there from number... What was that?
38.
38.
Bombs it in forward now, just looking for a target in red. Doesn't find it. Going to have a ball up here. No, we are not. Oh, yes,
we are.
Couldn't hear
a
the
lot
whistle,
of stoppages this quarter so far, but it shows that both teams really want it. They're going at it.
Looks like UK is sort of just setting up a little bit of a zone to stop the Australians making that clearance. Boys want ball. Not going to get it.
Big ball call from the crowd on the opposite side of the ground. And that's 1 point. Excuse me.
Behind.
I'm also the scorekeeper. I need to change the board there. So that makes it, if you can hear that on the mic, me flipping over the numbers, 54-58. Australia still up.
Number 40, Paul Admodi. Finds a player at number 45. Hits him, drops it. Can't hold on to it.
Should have taken the chest mark there. No pressure. Oh.
Australia just been really sloppy this quarter. UK really probably winning this first quarter in possessions at the moment. Haven't managed to put it on the scoreboard.
Go down the guts there. 31 doesn't turn around quickly. He's not looking at his man. Pops up to a 2-on-1, but UK does well. Australia's got the ball, and Gaz is back from nature calling. He hasn't missed too many goals, but he's missed a whole lot of footy.
Thanks, mate.
Yes, please. Thank you, guys.
UK really doing much better this quarter at the moment. They're clean with their disposals. That was lucky it wasn't 50.
Oh, that's a...
Oh, no, it's called play on.
What's the umpire called? Umpire calls play on. Into the Great Britain.
Oh, they're going to get one back here.
One here. Oh, Australia's done very well there. Great Britain still putting on the pressure in the far pocket. Umpire's called a throw.
It'll be a free kick to Australia here, about 15 metres out from the UK goal. Looking to spread now. See something he likes in Jason Akermanis. He's lucky his opponent falls over. Just turns his back on the play. Finds Joyce. Joyce takes a mark. Doesn't hold his feet. He could have gone then if he wanted to, but he fell over.
Yeah. Found one of those many holes in this beautiful rye.
Walker here presenting on the boundary. He decides to go to him. Walker holds.
If you can find it, there's a bit of a mismatch in the height here.
Assessing his option.
Lost his other ruckman.
UK doing very well. They're setting up well. They're really locking down Australia here. They haven't got much to kick to. And as we say that, there's a turnover to the UK.
Great pressure from UK there.
Yeah, and that's a free kick. And that is brilliant. Brilliant by the UK there.
Great pressure. And here we go. He's going to get another inside 50 to the UK.
He's very adamant that they can make it this way. Did he make the change to 7 pounds to 6 pounds? I paid 12 for these. Wait, no, the 4
UK just bombs it in. And it's hit.
Oh, it's not a good kick.
Marked by Australia.
Kick there, I think.
Looks to go across to the bar side. Finds Adam Hunter. Adam Hunter now away. Looks at number 35. He finds him.
Good hands.
Great mark. Gaffer.
Australia
bombs it in forward.
They can find a number.
Is that in the back?
No,
umpire decides to play it on. Dives on the footy. And we'll have a ball up here.
The pressure intensity has increased in this final quarter here. Not a lot of goal scoring, but a lot of tackles, a lot of stoppages.
Ball up. Rucks go at it. Australia win the tap down. Can't seem to find Hunter. Just fumbles. Soccer off the ground. Marked by the UK. Number 8. Going to go forward again. Gives it to number 4. The UK. Goes forward. An extra
number here.
And they're going to get a mark here? No.
Oh, it's a great spoil from Australia, but he's down the ground. They've got some extra numbers.
Kick in hope, really.
Oh, it's hit the ground. If he can stay on his feet, UK might be all right here. Umpire says play on. There's a drop, was not a clean disposal.
Oh,
off
is
the
that
ground,
kicking in
that's a behind.
danger? No, one behind.
And that makes it 55-58. Australia still in the lead. And we've got Gaz, our former commentator here. What was the feeling on the sideline amongst the fans over there, Gaz?
It's busy. It's busy over there. People have come for a good game of footy, and a good game of footy they are watching. So, thankfully, Australia have mounted the little comeback that they made. And I think, what is it, a 4-point margin right now?
I just looked at the scoreboard and I've already forgotten, Gaz. Unfortunately, the scoreboard is facing away from us.
It is, yeah.
55-58 in favour of Australia.
A 3-point margin. So, look, listen, it's a sunny day on the right. It's a ripper of a game of footy. It's a 3-point margin. What more could those people ask for?
It's been a long winter here in London. We're glad to see footy back.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And there we go. It's just been narrowed to 2, I believe.
Yeah, and
One more behind for the UK as it moves back to a 2-point margin. Australia just can't seem to find anything. Ackermanis finds something he likes. It is marked out about 40 metres out from the UK goal.
Now, this is the kick that they've been struggling with. This is the tricky one. Can they make a clean exit out of their defensive 50? No, yet again, the Australians just kind of fumble their way through. They're lucky there that the contest was halved and they've come away with the loose footy, but not for very long. The UK have now taken possession. The umpire's seen something.
Free kick for Australia. Not sure what it was for, but he's pointed that way.
No, it's free kick for
Oh,
UK.
sorry, my bad. Yes, correct.
This is what I mean. It's that kick out of 50 that the Australians aren't pulling off today.
Yeah,
and that's just another example. So the ball's about to come right back, and I wonder whether their defence can
Oh, he's out the back there.
withstand this
Bang,
pressure.
that's a mark for the UK. Who's that again, number 8? Yeah, Danny Ridley or something?
Yeah, I've got the team sheet here. mate.
Radley? Has he got the legs? That's the next question.
Danny Radis from the Wandsworth Demons.
Big
And he's not
pops it
done
to
a
the
lot
top of the
with
goal
it.
square and it's just spoiled over the line and we have a 1-point ball game.
How lucky we are for this game to be as good as it bloody is. Akka has the ball in hand yet again, looks up, no doubt he's going to hit this kick and he's going to make it work. It's just whether the next one works. And I've jinxed him.
Oh, just tries to socket it off the
Scrappy bit of
ground,
footy.
doesn't find anyone. Kick in hope, really. Number 7 for the UK. Is he going to keep it in? He does. Just handballs down the line. Works. Goes inboard again. Just
Every
everyone.
opportunity now for the Australians.
He's called it a high call. UK not happy about that decision by the umpire.
It looked maybe to an unbiased onlooker that he dropped his knees into that tackle. I'm not saying that he did, but you could make the argument. He's wasted the kick anyway, and the ball is coming right back at him. Let's see what he does with it this time. The UK go up, and they come down with nothing. The ball spills out, and that's going to be a ball up, I would have thought.
Very, I'd say, dominant display so far from the UK this quarter. They've only managed to put 1 goal on the... No, they haven't even managed to score a goal this quarter. They've scored 4 behinds.
It's a real genuine arm wrestle, Reece, and I don't know which way it's going to go.
Australia now, just kick in hope. That was terrible. Straight to the UK again.
This is their opportunity to get their noses back in front, the UK.
Trying to sneak another couple of metres in here by umpires putting back on his line now. Has he got the legs, Gaz?
With the breeze, I think he does. He's certainly backing himself in.
I want to put it out to the right, I reckon, and then have it hook back in. Puts it out to the left. It's not going to come back.
The journey wasn't the issue. His length was fine. His line was off. And Akka to take yet another kick in.
But with that behind Gaz, it is even. 58-58 here at Peckham Rye. As Ackermanis looks to kick out. He's going to go long. He does. Kicks to about 60 metres. Just spoiled down as the ball dribbles and we're going to have a ball up about 65 metres out from from the UK goal.
Now, Steve's just made a really excellent point to me, Reece, that the commentary wing is completely barren. If the Australians wanted to make a breakthrough,
they need to
down
spread this
side,
way.
That's absolutely the way to do it. And it favours the right footers, of which I think they have the majority on their team. There are 5 minutes left in this final term. The game is even. You could not separate these two teams right now.
Are we going to play extra time?
No, God, no. This
point?
is AFL footy, mate. You just cop the draw and everyone's a little bit sad.
We win it. We play a boat race at the end for the winner.
The boat race then becomes the decisive factor. There are no draws in a boat race. It's the purest form of sport.
Umpire throws it up just on the bar side here. Siegs Bar, Southeast London, again here at Peckham Rye. Umpire's going to ball it up again here. Seen a lot of that this quarter, Gaz.
Yeah, there has been a little bit more of a congested feel around this. I think as the pressure mounts and as the boys realise what's at stake, they're stepping up their intensity and they're getting to that footy, and that means a much more congested field as the ball sails towards the UK goal
Out of
and
bounds.
goes straight across the face. Actually, quite a good result for the UK. They can capitalise off this stoppage more so than they would be able to off an ACCA kick in.
UK had all the footy here, had pretty much, I would say, 90% of possession in their half of the ground. Australia, just struggling to get the ball outside of their 50, really. And when they do, it's just bombed straight back in.
There's only so much pressure that the Australian defence can absorb. Eventually, they're going to crack. There's a little bit of biff going on here, a little bit of argy-bargy just behind the umpire.
Hunter with it now, just kicks in hope, really. No one out there. There's 3 UK players. It's going to come straight back in. Handball out, and it does. Bomb forward.
Who's there?
Everyone flies.
Everybody flies. Somebody crumbs.
Wasn't high. Holding the ball.
Surely not.
Free kick to Australia.
Surely not. He's taking his head off. The crowd are not happy, nor am I. They're still screaming. They're carrying on, Reece. This is the most vocal.
Oh, that was fumbled over the boundary line. Oh. Yes, no, it is getting quite loud over there. I mean, and why not? Like, it is a great game here. The scores are level.
Reece, how good's footy?
Mate, it doesn't get any better.
It does not get any better than this. As the umpire goes to take a ball up, the rucks fly, Australia wins the tap, but the midfielders just aren't quite there. They manage to spill out the back off the deck.
Doesn't get there. Hang on. We've got a free kick here
He's
towards the UK.
He's inventing free kicks at this point.
I do not see what half of these free kicks have been for today. Oh, he's pointed the wrong way. No, has he? He has pointed the wrong direction. Australia have the free kick. Just kicks in hope, really.
Primed for an intercept. Here
Hunting
he is.
Flies. No.
Chooses not to fly. He presents an option. There he is. Nathan Brown. Hands off. Lovely work from the Southeast London Giant. And the Australians do very well to intercept that. They're absorbing the pressure well. Eventually,
terrible
for
kick.
now, the defence is holding
downfield.
Firm.
Oh! Is that a reversal?
And it's on.
It's on
here.
here.
We go. We've been waiting for it to boil over, and it finally is. Aka showing his prowess with the jumper punch as the boys come in. They are remonstrating.
It is on here, Gaz.
The tussle goes to ground.
I didn't think we'd see this today, Gaz, but
they're not going to get reported if they punch each other in the face, and yet they're holding the jumper. They're being gentlemen about this. And it sort of just fizzles out a little bit. There is some feeling in this contest, Reece. I tell you what.
Mate, I tell you what, this is a great game of footy we are watching right now.
This is a ripper.
50 metres for Australia. I'm not sure where the umpire has pulled that from. I'm not sure how that's a free kick for Australia down the field.
And this is a feature of AFL Europe. There are yellow cards in this game, and one has just been deployed against number 32. He's been sent off. I think that might have been for getting in the umpire's face after the fact rather than anything he did in that little bit of a skirmish.
Can be replaced though. Hunter! He can kick him from there.
Now, I didn't think they could be
He
replaced.
doesn't. He decides to go, he should have left it for his teammate. Wigzel. Here they
And
go.
the
And that's
UK
the
are out
replaced.
here.
That is the
They're
replaced
out.
player. That
They've
is
got
the
a
player that got
forward.
replaced. No one manned him. Oh, there's so much feeling, Gaz.
There is a lot of feeling on that boundary line. You can probably see it a little bit in the broadcast that these are some invested fans and supporters on the sideline here.
5 seconds.
And I think
It's going to be a draw. Are we
this
going to get a mark here?
This is now going to be, and that is a draw. That's a draw. I feel a bit flat, Reese.
Oh, mate.
I feel a
don't
bit
know how
cheated,
I
I'll be
feel about
honest.
They need a penalty shootout or something.
that. Oh, I reckon we played golden score.
In the end, nothing could separate the two sides. They
Finish 58-58.
They put on a show. Do you know who the winner is today, Reese?
Football.
Football is the winner. Thank you very much for joining us. This is Gaz
And Reese or Chipper?
from Chipper.
Chipper.
Gaz and Chipper from
Reese.
Peckham Rye.
Cut out.
We're from the South East London Giants. Thank you very much for joining us. Hooroo!
See you next time.